Good morning. This week we are camping at Atwood Lake Park, south of Carrollton, Ohio, and thought I'd walk around and give you a review of this campground. As you can see, it is a very nice resort style campground with paved lots. We're in the full hookup section. The utilities are in the gravel beds with bushes and trees that they have planted to separate the different sites. To me, this is, like I said, a resort style campground. Tables are nice, metal tables. They even have an extra spot to park next, that's paved next to your RV, like you see here with our spot. Lots are nice sized compared to other campgrounds. Reminds me of a state park in some ways, but much nicer. This is on Atwood Lake. We're in H. H is sites number 801 to 42. So they have a lot of camping sites here. They do a few music festivals throughout the year here in this park. They do the Christian Alive Festival here. And they may do some others because they've built an amphitheater for that. So that's maybe why some of this upgrade on the camping, because a lot of people come and camp for those festivals. This wooden fence structure here to our left is where the trash is kept, and they have fenced gates around it. And you go inside in this fenced area, and there's a opening that you walk through to put your trash in the dumpsters. So they keep that hidden out of eyesight. Here is a hiking path, the Eagle Trail, that goes over to the beach area and a large parking area with picnic tables and grills. Yeah, this is one of the nicest public area camping places that we have seen. This is managed by the Muskingum Watershed Department. And we are really happy with what we're seeing here and satisfied with the camping conditions. Now they do have some sites that are backed up right on the lake, but they cost a little bit more. We could have gotten one of those, but we decided not to. We got one though that we can look out our back window and see the lake through the trees and through the RVs that are there, and so we're satisfied with that. As you can see, there's different plants here compared to where we are at. On these different bushes growing up and a few different trees. Let's find our utilities. Okay, here's the electric. There's the electric pedestal. And it does have 30, 50, and your 120 amp service. Over here is your water spigot. And then back in here is your sewage dump. like I said, we're very happy with the sites here. I told Tina that the one nice thing about the rock beds where your utilities are is beside your RV is that when you're there, when you're hooked up there and the mowing guys have to come around, they do not have to, you don't have to worry about them weed eating or mowing your electric cord or your sewer hose or your water line or anything, because it's not laying in grass. So they're able to mow and do their work without bothering the RV utilities. And as you can see, the fire pit has a grate on top of it. If you want to put some foil on it and cook on there, you can. So this building here is the shower bathhouse for the H section. And they also have a laundry facility here. The women's restrooms are on the front of the building. The men's are on the back. Here's the laundry facility. And we have 2 front-load washers and 2 front-load dryers. Looks like maybe $4 for the washer and 25 cents for I don't know how many minutes on the dryer. My wife seemed to think maybe 10 minutes. Now the men's restroom, very nicely tiled. 2 sinks, soap, hand dryers, 1 urinal, a handicap and a regular toilet area. And there's 2 large door showers. With hooks to hang your things, a curtain, a bench that you could sit on, and there's even a sink in here, soap dispenser. And then there's a baby changing table in here. Very nice bathroom facilities. Better than some private campgrounds. And then here's the playground in back in a pavilion picnic area with grills if a group wants to meet. And have a group picnic. There's even a group fire ring here. It looks like they created for group get-togethers. So they may have groups come and reserve campsites. Different RV groups also. These go down, and then you can see the RVs. I'll just pan around here so you get an idea of what we have here site-wise. There are hiking trails here besides that Eagle Trail. There's some other trails. There is a little bit of geocaching near here. I did see an article I found before we came down that it was the 10 top things to do at Atwood Lake region. They talked about a geocache trail that had 11 geocaches on it, and you could download a form or something to fill out. But when I went to the link, it didn't bring up any form, or the page wasn't available. And when we look at the park maps, we don't see anything showing as a geocache trail, but there is a few geocaches. There was 2 here near the H section, and then a couple more that are farther away coming into the park that we decided not to go do. But this, a lot of people boat and fish on this lake. There's several marinas around the lake. I don't know if there's any marina accessible from the campground, but I can't imagine that there's not, with over 900 campsites. And I'm sure that there could be seasonal people in the seasonal section that have boats and pay for a slip to park their boat and go out fishing on the weekends when they're home, when they come out here. So here's the section that we're in of the H section. Today's an overcast day. We're supposed to get storms later. It's supposed to get up to about 80, and it's kind of humid and tacky right now out. And then the rest of the week is supposed to be a chance of rain, but less humid, I believe, and temperatures are supposed to drop. So, but down here, we're in this circle area. There's quite a few fifth wheels and a couple of motor homes and maybe a travel trailer. This path here that I'm walking down goes down to a boat pier. So I guess you probably could bring your boat and dock it below this camping area. But I don't know how you go about that. Contact the office area about it. But we've walked down here just to walk out on the pier, take pictures of the lake. We have what's nice about having the young trees next to our campsite is we've been watching the birds out our dining room window, and we have cedar waxwings coming, picking at the berries and flying off. And we also figured out today, we saw some of them last night, but we figured out today that we also have catbirds that are coming and eating the berries. So we had some wildlife sightings. Here's the pier area I was talking about. Earlier today we walked over the Eagle Trail over towards the beach area, and they have this handicap path down to that wooden structure across the water there that would be accessible for wheelchairs people. And we were watching a fisherman come into this area to fish in a boat, and a big fish jumped. We saw him. So there's some big fish in this area. There was a guy down here fishing last evening. He wasn't catching much of anything, but he kept kidding that he was feeding them for me to come and catch them. So if you're in this general area and vicinity, I would highly recommend taking a weekend or a week or two and come camping at Atwood Lake Park. This is not a state park, the Atwood Lake Park. And if you like fishing and boating, you might look into bringing your boat and do some fishing or fish off the pier or the shore here. Beautiful area, beautiful lake. We highly recommend coming down here. It's only an hour away from Alliance, where we're from, which would make it about half hour, 40 minutes from Canton area, probably an hour from Akron. So it's not that far away. But you go to the Muskingum Watershed website to do your camping reservations online. And if you're 60 or older, they give you 10% off is what we got off the camping. So that made the deal even better for us, since I'm 60 now.